9 kids. Mostly
I always forget that you were part of 9 kids. That's crazy.
See, you know, because you grew up with a couple older brothers.
Yeah.
They were pretty savage.
Yeah.
And you're getting your butt kicked, I'm assuming, by those guys.
Yeah, nonstop.
Now imagine if you had older sisters kicking your ass. That's what it was in my house.
It's even more demoralizing.
I'd walk, and I remember this. My sister Katie, she was a badass and had great kicks. But anytime I walked down the main hallway kicks. And I was there and she was there, she would just straight kick me.
And now you're getting it from her.
Now I'm getting ass kicked by her. The Romanian gangster. Yeah.
What do these dogs mean to you? I mean, it seems like they're everything to you.
They pull me out of the craziness of life and make me live in a moment.
Yeah.
For me, the dogs represent trying to slow down and just live and appreciate what you have. Never upset, nothing's wrong. And
you don't get rattled very easily. I've never seen you get emotional. We did talk about that one fight you almost got into, but
yeah, I was pulled out of my realm for a day and a half.
Pulled out of your zone a little bit.
Yeah, it's there's a cool connection for me with them. I'd be that guy you see that's up there in the wilderness with the bears if I could.
Yeah.
Except I love the gym too much, so I'll bring the wolves to me.
Well, and the bears might rip you apart.
Yeah.
The dogs are probably safer.
There was a moment I thought I could wrestle a bear. In my 30s, I was so big and strong, I actually go, I want to wrestle a bear.
There's people that have. There's people that...
What an idiot.
Well, now instead of a bear, you wrestle a rhino.
Yeah. That.
You got another battle coming up with the rhino?
I got my boy. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yep. Let's see.
You had a squat. You guys had a squat battle. You had a couple battles going on.
We had a squat battle. We had a pose off before. So this is he's got to come back. He's got to kick my ass on this one.
Oh.
I saw his YouTube speech. I thought it was pretty good. Now, you guys actually have competed against each other on a bodybuilding stage before?
Yeah. I guess. He said it in the video. I didn't know who he was. So,
That's funny.
yeah, I didn't know who he was until...
So you guys grew up in kind of a similar area, right?
Yeah, both Washington guys.
You didn't know who it was until last week.
No, I didn't know.
That's okay. Stan's that way too.
Yeah.
It calls everybody Biggs.
Yeah, because you can't remember names.
No, Biggs.
Yeah, when he started, when he was getting more into the muscle and fitness and the lifting and he turned pro as a bodybuilder is when I knew who he was. And I was excited to meet him because the first time I got to meet him, he came to Gold's Gym and was doing deadlifts for muscle and fitness. And I stopped my workout and just started cheering him on and getting him amped and shit. And it was because he was by himself with all the cameras and stuff. And that's never going up to something big. And I found out later he was only going to go to something like 675. And he went to 765. Or something like that. Yeah. I don't know what he did. But he got a double. I think it was 765.
That sounds very rhino-like.
Yeah.
Very, very strong. Yeah.
And it was fun. I had the whole gym like just pumping him up and yelling at him and getting him ready and stuff. And that was our first meeting. Loved him.
Yeah, he's definitely an awesome guy. Who else have you been motivated by?
Jay Cutler. Jay's great. Jay's Jay. You know, there's no...
He's a really good person.
He's
super nice, person. Super kind.
He's level-headed. He's great humor, but he's a good person, and he doesn't try. I love it when people don't try. They're just them,
right?
In a sense, because like today's society is with social media, everybody tries.
Yeah. I'm
going to get up and I know people are going to hate this, but one thing that frustrates me. I know. Is Mother Teresa actually got up and tried to help people. Mm-hmm. So there's my level of understanding if you're really trying to help somebody.
Right.
There's your level. And traveling around the world and talking isn't really helping people as much as you getting up, living your life, and being a good person.
Right.
There's a difference there for me.
I agree with what you're saying because when you do what you just mentioned, you are helping more people that are in your direct eyesight that you see on a consistent basis, that you see every day. And some of the problems and some of the pitfalls we can run into is when we really try to matter to people that we don't really know. You know, it's a dangerous thing. It is great when someone's like, oh my God, Michael Hearn, you inspired me to lift, and those things are awesome. But if you're not impacting these guys that you see every day, or you're letting them down, that could be problematic.
Yeah, and I wish there was that realness to it. If you're getting paid $100,000 to go to Dubai and give a lecture, yeah, you're helping people, but you're getting, you know, would you do it for free? And we're from the era of doing things for free.
Right.
Lifting at 4 in the morning. I did it before social media.
Yeah.
Visiting hospitals. I did it before social media. And you still can't put a lot of that stuff up. And I'm not saying that I'm out there, and I'm not. And I say that I'm not getting up purposely to motivate people. I'm getting up purposely to motivate myself because I love the battle. And if the side effect of that is moving people, because the thing that I think should motivate people doesn't. It's the things that hurt my heart. My puppy at 18 and living with that at this stage where I'm losing her touches more people than me trying to teach about train every day and eat proper every day and all. They don't get it.
Yeah, they're more connected to it.
Yeah. I love seeing that stuff. And like Jay Cutler's that way. Jay's Jay, and he's living his life, and he's being a good person, and you see a lot of that stuff, and I like that.
Kind of mentioned each day being a battle.
Yeah.
How do you win the battle?
Getting in the. Give him the arm shot. Give him the arm shot. For me, the battle's never really won, but it's the fight of every day.
Yeah.
I love that.
Why is the 4 a.m. regimen important?
Because there's no way I can miss, and I got too much work to do. That if I'm taking, listen, the people like, I look at The Rock, who motivates me, because we saw where he came from. This guy, what's his name?
Isn't that a movie, The Rock?
But we saw him or John Cena and these guys that are. I know what the WWE is, and I know how much they own you, and I know how much you have to give up of life to do this.
A lot of sacrifices.
And so I know that hustle. And if I'm not hustling, because I'm not at that level, if I'm not hustling more than these guys, what am I? Really? Really? I need to go party. I need to go take a vacation. It's like, I work 7 days a week. I love this stuff. And the fight in the morning is something that has to happen, and that sets me up for the day. But you're like me. You grew up with dyslexia. So let me ask you this.
I still have it.
we still fighting it. You had to read things 3, 4, 5 times as much, right?
Yeah.
Did you get put into special classes?
I did.
Were you with special kids in those classes?
I was.
Did you get in fights trying to protect those kids?
I did.
Isn't that weird? No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
but at a sense, we got placed at, how old were you?
Probably 12.
Okay. I got thrown in earlier.
Yeah.
They thought I was a genius and a monster. Yeah, so they had me skip grades. And then they realized, nope, I'm sorry, no, he's special, he's an idiot. So we're going to stick him over here.
Yeah.
So, mostly because I'm at least 10 years older than you, somewhere around there, they didn't discover those kind of things.
Right.
They just go, you got a problem, we got to sit you over here. And so we protected our clan.
Right.
The people we were with, the kids in the wheelchairs or learning disabilities or couldn't speak right or stutters.
Those are the only fights I've really ever been into, especially as a kid, because I'm not a violent person. I just don't care.
I'm extremely
I'm
violent.
not gonna.
but it was I don't know why, but it's funny that we both felt a need to protect them
Right.
and go against the mass. And the mass was all the regular kids that could read and write and be on the strength level and stand in lines and this is how you go through life. A, B, C, go to college, get married, have kids, boom, 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 boom. And I loved the fact, because we struggled at that time. I don't know if you did.
Yeah, I did massively. Yeah.
Did you think it was like a bad thing?
Oh, definitely. I still, it's still hard for me to go to school. Just to bring my kids to school or go to a parent-teacher conference or anything. I don't want to go anywhere near the school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, and I guess that answers my question.
It gives me like anxiety almost, you know.
So you
I'll
still-
go because I'll do anything for my children,
Right.
You know, but yeah, I have anxiety over it for sure.
But you still have a chip on the shoulder.
Oh, of course.
It doesn't go
Yeah,
away.
no, I have
People
a
think
giant
it does.
fuck you on my shoulder
Right?
every single day.
And that didn't go away for me.
Right.
And growing up like that, the same as you, in that sense, is hated it. Thought it was the worst thing in the world. I wanted to be like everybody else.
Right.
I wanted to be in the regular classes. I wanted to hang out with those guys. And until we got to high school, I don't know about you, but when we got to high school and our athletic ability came out, then it was like,
Right.
I'm with you guys. I'm with all the athletes and stuff, but
Right.
I'm still not one of you. I'm still over here.
Right.
And not until 30s that I go, God, that was the greatest thing that ever happened to me, getting put in those classes, getting in those
No,
classes.
I agree. I always felt, you know, there was like, I don't know about your school and stuff, there was kind of like cliques in my school, and I was never part of any of it. You know, I was never part of it. You know, because it's a weird thing when all of a sudden people gravitate towards you because they're like, oh, you're good at football or whatever. You're like, where were you yesterday, dude?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
That's when my dog thing started.
Yeah.
Because I got put in special ed early, I started training early, and I started working out at, I started running first, was my first sport. And then, don't laugh, I know, until my legs grew, I would run.
It's like, yeah.
Let's see.
Didn't know it helped later in gladiators, but it was, I would do the school. If I had to protect them or whatever it was what it was. And then I'd leave from school, I'd go home, and I'd work out. And our whole basement was set up with weights because my dad was a bodybuilder and a football player, and my mom was a martial artist. So the family was bred, you know.
That's awesome.
And I'm the youngest, so I got all these older brothers and sisters that are training. And so my goal was always to beat the next one, get better than, or do better than. And I would train, and even though we came from a big family, we were very much loners in a sense. And so I connected with animals and the lone wolf kind of attitude.
Yeah.
I would train, I'd go to school, I'd come home and train again. That was it. That was my schedule.
That's still the schedule.
And that's still the schedule.
So
Come
our boy Lance over here, you know, he doesn't know. I don't think he knows the secret. And I think you should let him know the secret.
Secret of?
The secret of you helping him, but he doesn't realize how much he's helping you.
Oh, yeah. No, it's the pay it forward.
Right.
I go to hospitals to try to cheer up kids with my dogs. And then so people think, oh, that's a great thing. You're doing it for the kids.
Like, that's for me.
Sorry, yes, and I'm trying to do something good, but you don't realize charity of any sort, or helping somebody, or being kind to somebody, how much it makes you.
Right.
And it really, and it's that whole thing. Like I said, I don't wake up at 4 a.m. to motivate people because I want to go train. I want to do it for me.
Right.
And the side effect is this. I want to go to hospitals, and I want to try to give that. And it makes you cry, and it tears you down. But to see kids in this position, but it makes them happy for a moment. But at the same time, it changes you. And I'm cool with going to those extreme places that actually make me feel. Instead of trying to be the level-headed guy that's always cool and no crying and all this. I'm a big crier. She'll tell you that. I feel passion. I'm extreme when it comes to that. And seeing somebody like Lance and the transformation, and seeing somebody as a father like he is, it's like, wow, that's.
What did you see in him? Why were you picking on him? Why'd you keep hitting him up on Twitter to train with you?
A good soul. It was funny the first time
Just a vibe.
I was at the gym doing a photo shoot, and I said, "This guy's a monster. Here, jump in, man. You're gonna make me look tough." You know, he's got this
You look good.
big mohawk and a monstrous guy, and so I was doing shoulder press. He jumps in, and I could just feel his energy. And he was a good guy. I didn't know about everything else.
But you probably did somehow. You know what I mean? Like, there's probably something in there.
I knew that he was
recognize.
standoffish and you know, things, and then people would talk to me and say things, and I'm like, this guy's a good guy, and I just all I did is create a friendship, and then everything else built off of that.
That's
But
awesome.
as much as we help people, they help us more.
Yeah.
Not for me, at least. It's just, I'm a wreck.
Like her.
This one's trouble. This one's trouble.
Hey,
This one
let's-
changed my life, though.
Yes, she did, absolutely.
She actually is one of those things. You know, and they say that you know when it's the right one.
How long you guys been together for?
4 years.
Almost 4 years.
And it's the first time in my life that I said I could have a kid. Because I never
Oh,
wanted a
that's cool.
kid just to have a kid. I
Right.
wanted to have a kid with somebody, a partner,
Right.
that can raise somebody and raise them in a great way. And I never had a girlfriend.
Are you guys married?
Nope.
No,
Don't care about that or don't care
Don't
about
care
it?
we don't. Both of us. We like.
Yeah, some people
We
don't.
live together, but yeah.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Do we live together though? Yeah, you do. Hashtag. But do
Well,
we?
yesterday we did.
Yes, Dana. Yeah. No, it was. Yeah, it changed me. Changing, finding somebody that you go, wow. I think as a kid, you always go, okay, I need that person that fits. And I met somebody that was so out of my take.
Yeah.
I
Look at this.
I never liked a overly, and this is a compliment, even though it may not sound like overly strong, independent kind of woman. I wanted a kind of a nurturer because I didn't have that as a kid. Coming from 9, parents couldn't nurture. Had great parents, but you got 9 kids. I ain't hugging you. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
I ain't got time
if you
for
do
that.
something wrong, you know you're gonna pay for it. You do something right, great job. But I don't got time for it. I gotta work and raise 9 kids.
Right.
So
You gotta hug them a lot.
Yes, yeah. I am a hugger. I'm a cuddler.
Yes.
So yeah, it wasn't my type of person I would normally date, and then I realized after dating her, it was like exactly what I needed.
Met at the gym. She was doing stiff leg deadlifts. And the rest is history.
Actually, she was the editor-in-chief of Muscle and Fitness Hers, and she was helping Sean Perrine run all the magazines. And I
R.I.P.
was, our boy, who loved you.
Yeah, he was awesome.
And
Yeah.
Matt loves you.
Yeah, Matt Tuthill.
You know, Matt was crushed.
He's-
Off subject. Matt was crushed when he saw your video.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you did not know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, he was crushed.
Yeah.
Oh.
He wrote me
You
because
did.
he's like me. He's a little sensitive and animal man and stuff. And he goes, "What's going on? I love you guys. Are you guys fighting?"
I had so many people ask me about
I
that.
love Matt.
Yeah.
And
He's a
Sean
cool guy.
was one of the best souls on earth
Yeah.
when he was with us. Absolutely loved him.
If you guys don't know, Matt is one of the writers for, was one of the writers for Muscle and Fitness
Right.
and all the magazines, and Sean was the editor-in-chief. But she was running the magazines, and then they would ask me to judge events like the Muscle and Fitness and all that. And I would see this girl, and she would be always acting so solid, and I'd like, it's okay to smile and relax and stuff. She's like, who are you? Yeah, that's how it started.
Yeah.
I started messing with her.
Now you guys are stuck with each other.
She's
Yeah.
stuck with me.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
All right, man. I appreciate you sharing all that with us. Let's eat.
eat something.
Let's eat some
Yeah.
good.
Yes. All right.
Get something. What's going on? These guys.
Bye, guys.
Neither one of us can read, so if you have a question or not,
Yeah,
figure it
I
out.
actually get stuck on that. On the live feeds.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
What is
Don't
that word?
listen
Let me
to me.
ask my phone.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Oh, let's eat something, guys.